Little background, marriage from Massachusetts, I'm from Iowa. We celebrated 46 years of marriage in November. We have a son, Steve, who was born in '68, a daughter, Cindy, who was born in 1972. And I have a book which is entitled, My Daughter Said She'd Burn This Book. And I'll start out by reading the preface in chapter 1, which sort of puts things in context. It's about a variety of things, work, people, ideas, thoughts, whatever. Anyhow, this is the preface. Are you going to put that in the preface? Asked Cindy, referring to the offending item. No, I replied, I'm going to put it right up front in the book. What kind of a book are you going to write? She asked. A good one, I said. Well, if you're going to put that in, I'll burn the book. That's the title of my book, I said. My daughter said she'd burn this book. Write it down, along with the other thing, which right now I can't think of, so I won't forget it. So as we drove along, she wrote it down on the double-mint gum wrapper that she found in the space under the car radio, gave it to me, and I stuck it in my pocket. That's when she asked about the preface, except she pronounced it preface, as in before face. I said, that's preface, not preface. It is not, Cindy said. I bit my lip, held my tongue, and maintained silence for a moment in light of this overwhelming assurance at age 17, at the same time reminding myself of the cartoon I meant to cut out and put on the refrigerator door. It showed a door-to-door encyclopedia salesman being turned down by a man saying, "No, I don't need them. I've got a teenage daughter, and she already knows everything." Yes, it is, I finally said, bowing to parental pressure to educate whenever possible. Chapter 1, To Carolina and Back. It was a dark and stormy night. Actually, it was a bright and clear spring night, but that's how books are supposed to start. My daughters Cindy and I were driving to Mars Hill, North Carolina, which is not quite at the end of the state and not quite at the end of the world, but not too far away from either. We were going to visit the college there, which was one of the few she had not rejected as being unacceptable, usually because they were close by and inexpensive. It was an opportunity, I felt, to get a little closer to my daughter, to learn a little bit more about her. So heading down I-81 through the Shenandoah Valley, one of the prettiest parts of Virginia, the first thing I learned about my daughter was that her knowledge of geography was appalling, nay, abysmal. Where is Portugal? South America. Oh no, Africa. South Africa. Wrong, try again. England? France? Somewhere? Europe, I prompted. Where in Europe? Next to England? Wrong again, it's next to Spain on the Iberian Peninsula. Oh, she said. What's the capital of Nebraska, I asked. Michigan. No, Minnesota. You see what I mean. So we used the long miles to go over the state capitals. I had a little trouble with New Hampshire, was it Manchester or Concord? But other than that, I had them down pat. Cindy didn't. The capital was Wisconsin. A clue, it's the name of a president. Washington? Lincoln? Truman? After we did Dakotas as a mean for word association and having her remember, I said, if the largest city in North Dakota is Fargo today, what would it have been in the past? I don't know. Far gone. Get it? Far gone, the past tense of Fargo. Then somehow we got on the subject of books and writing, and I said that when I write a book I was going to put that in. Put what in? Cindy asked. The thing about Fargo and far gone. You do, and I'll burn the book. So now you know the story. Come to think of it, that was an opportunity to talk about the dangers of book burning, the importance of knowledge, and some other things, but the moment passed.